with the transfer window starting to wrap up, let's look at players every single club should be interested in. Antonio Silva. Antonio Silva is a Portuguese centre back that is currently dominating the Portuguese league. He's very young, so he has a lot of upside and value. He's also the current captain, and he has captained in the past at various levels, so he could be a very good, promising young leader for any squad. He's very capable of playing out from the back through passing and dribbling. He has amazing passing and carry numbers, and he's able to progress the ball quite well. In the modern game, you need to have multiple facets to your game, so being able to dribble and pass is a very good quality to have. He also is currently averaging 2.1 tackles per game last season, and realistically, these tackle and interception numbers are more reliant on the type of defending system you play as a team. So he's averaging decent numbers, and he could average more or less depending on which team he goes to. Realistically, every club looking for a centre back should be interested in him. However, the main ones I'm suggesting would be Manchester United or Juventus. Both teams are in the need of centre back bodies and could do with having a young, leadership driven centre back who could help bring the club forward in the next and upcoming seasons. Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres is a striker currently playing in the Portuguese league, and in all honesty, he should be playing in a different league. He is just far too good for this league. He's tearing it up. He is a clinical striker who's capable of linking up play as well. He has experience in the Championship and in international competitions playing for Sporting, so he should be able to play at any level. He can dribble or pass and create chances for other team or for himself. If you look at his numbers, every single number is amazing, ranking high in every stat. He's just too good for the Portuguese league. Last season he got 39 goal contributions, and he already has secured 2 goal contributions in his first game this season. This is a player that could be utilised as a rotation player for a big club or potentially even as a main man for these clubs. Gyökeres can link up with other players and can score for himself, so he has a very valuable skill set. Chelsea could buy him as a cheap alternative to Victor Osimhen. However, in reality, Chelsea shouldn't be buying any players. Arsenal could also buy him to help challenge for more and bolster that forward line. The Arsenal forward line is looking very shaky, especially in the striker position, and adding Victor Gyökeres could help Arsenal become the title favourites next season. Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué is a dribbling machine. His ability to take on his man to create chances for himself or for his teammates is second to none. He can take this skill and hone it in the upcoming years and become one of the best dribblers in the world, which in turn could make him one of the best attackers in the world or in whatever league he's playing in. His ability to drive past his man is quite impressive in the fact that he has very light, good feet, he can shift his body weight well, and he has a very impressive highlight reel because of it. He's an amazing talent being under 20. He can add flair to any attacking line and help bring a team out of the trenches and make them more enjoyable. Furthermore, given the right coaching setup and the ability and time to develop himself, he could very easily add more and more end product to his game in terms of goals and assists, and could explode in a year's time, taking a team from, say, mid-table to the Champions League, or taking a team from the Champions League to the title. Last season, he averaged 3.4 successful take-ons per game, which is in the 94th percentile against all other wingers. He also averaged 7 progressive passes per game. These are both great numbers for wingers, in that he can drive and take on your man successfully and still be able to pass through the lines. So, again, a dribble and passing threat. He also has great defensive numbers for a winger, which shows that he can work on most major teams. He can press and he can create. He is quite a raw player due to his age, and he still needs that little bit of coaching to get the best out of him. But he has a lot of promising signs, and he could very easily develop or be developed by the proper coach into a superstar. Realistically, every club on the lookout for top talent should be signing Desiree Doué, with even Chelsea being linked to him. Although again, Chelsea shouldn't be signing players. I've also heard rumours of Bayern, but again, Bayern have a bit of a bloated squad. PSG, Juventus and Liverpool are also other options, as all of these clubs could use a very good winger and also have the ability to allow Desiree to play behind another player and develop into a greater one. Manchester United could also be an option if they sell Jadon Sancho or Antony, or both. Having another player like that could help bolster their flanks and help solidify them in the future. Arsenal could also be an option, but in reality, I suggest another player for Arsenal. Johan Bakayoko. Johan Bakayoko is a Belgian winger playing for PSV. He's a right-sided forward. He's a very creative player who can also contribute in the goal-scoring facet. Last season, he got 12 goals and 9 assists, which shows that for attackers, he has that end product. He also is a great attacking dribbler. He's in the 95th percentile for all major dribbling statistics. So he's the type of player you expect to get on the ball, beat one or two players, and then either get a shot off or get an assist for his teammates. He also represented Belgium at the Euros, so he understands that mentality of playing for a big club. Also for PSV, he understands this mentality that is needed to win. So he could be a very good asset for these bigger teams. The main two clubs I think should be looking at Johan Bakayoko is Arsenal and AC Milan. Arsenal could use him as a backup to Bukayo Saka, who has played an alarming amount of minutes for someone so young. Having Bakayoko could be a very quality backup as someone who could immediately jump in for Saka when needed and provide a very similar type of style of play. AC Milan could just use another young forward to their front line. They currently seem to be adopting a style of transfers of signing very young players or very experienced players and rotating the younger players out when they don't seem to work. While they do have Christian Pulisic and Samuel Chukwueze on that right-hand side, Johan Bakayoko just has more potential than both of them combined. So signing him and playing him and even developing him could be a very great fit for AC Milan. And just very smart business in general. But again, like the rest of the players I've suggested, he could be a great fit for pretty much any club looking for a winger, specifically a right-sided winger. Which, at the end of the day, is a lot of clubs. Anyway, those are just 4 players that have great numbers, that have been playing well, that could fit at pretty much every top club and every club that wants to become a top club across Europe. So that's it for today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And let me know down below, do you think these players deserve a move to a bigger club? And if you do, what club should be signing these players?